So, I was just thinking about something critical where it's like they tell you like that we have freedom. Oh yeah, that's all my garbage. You get to look at my garbage. Like they tell us that we have freedom, right? We have freedom. Oh, it's another truther video. It's another truther. Oh, he's gonna fucking yeah, whatever, dude. Like this shit is such bullshit, and here's how it's bullshit, and I'll fucking explain exactly why it's bullshit. And motherfuckers are all just say a bunch of stupid shit. Like we have freedom, right? Like you have freedom to make your own choices, right? But if you break any of these rules, we got millions of fucking rules for you to follow. Then we're gonna punish you. Like, how is that freedom? That's not freedom. It's like, dude, that's like you are like, dude, I was walking around at a fucking place today. A place that I go all the time. And I'm just thinking about like how people walk around. Just like look at people walking around. Like we're told exactly what to do. Exactly how to fucking do it. By people who literally like were in the military where every single thing that they did was told to them like here's how you do it. This is what you have to do. If you break any rules, they'll literally kill you in the fucking military if you break a rule. But dude, outside like in like general population in the world, like yeah, they'll fucking do the same thing. They'll kill you for breaking a rule. I mean seriously, like I seriously like saw some kid like sitting on a fucking railing and then some old guy like comes out and he's like, "You can't sit on that railing." Like these people basically just like they just make up rules in their head and then they just enforce it. And then it's like it basically like that kid's like life was in danger like in that moment. Like if he chose to like argue with that old person, then that old person is like gonna grab him by the fucking ear, like drag him to like wherever the fuck and like ruin the rest of his life basically. Like he probably like wouldn't be allowed to graduate or something. I mean, you people are fucking crazy. Like there's no fucking freedom. You have the freedom to like follow the rules or get punished. That's not freedom. There's no freedom, dude. You have the free you like basically here's the extent of your freedom. You have the freedom to break the rules and then get punished. Otherwise, you have to follow all the rules, right? You have to follow the rules. So you have to do what you're told. And there's millions of fucking rules. And if you don't know the rules, well, then you get fucking punished. And it's not an excuse for you didn't know the rule. That's not an excuse. You get punished. And even if you know the rules, even if the people enforcing the rules don't know the rules, well, then you still get punished because they win because they are in charge. And they want to punish whoever the fuck they want. Like, does this shit make any fucking sense at all? It makes no fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, the only people who love this shit, dude, they're so privileged, like, you're out of your fucking mind. They're so fucking privileged. Like, there's so many people who can't afford a house. There's so many people who can't, like, afford a car or anything that you're required to have in our society because you aren't paid because like capitalism fucking exploits everything that we fucking do and just takes advantage of us. It doesn't pay us like the value of what we're actually doing because the person who owns the company makes like 9,000% of the money, and the person doing the work makes like 1 billionth of a percent of the fucking money. Seriously. And these are the same fucking people who like control the price of everything. They make all the prices go up while they're not paying anybody anything. And like, what does it even fucking matter if I make a video like this? It doesn't matter. Nobody will see it because these same people censored the fucking internet. Dude, I just filed some motions in my court case, and this dude like responded to them today. And basically, all he basically said, dude, this was like, it sounded like a YouTube comment fight that I've had before. Like, every single YouTube comment battle that I've ever had, where the person is just like, oh, you're stupid. Like, that's all this motherfucker said. In his, like, he responded to my motions. I have, like, all this court case, like, fucking references and, like, laws and all this stuff, and this motherfucker responds. He's basically like, these motions are stupid. Like, for real. This dude is like been doing this shit for like 39 fucking years or something, and he responds to my fucking motions basically saying like, these motions are stupid and you're dumb. That's literally all this dude fucking said. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, this just goes back into like how, it's like you go to court and they just say like, oh, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to say anything. Dude, like, court is so fucking stupid. Like, I fucking seriously hate court so much. I have a court date tomorrow. And it's like, dude, there's all this stuff that you have to just do and like not ask for it. But then there's all this stuff that you have to like ask permission for, and you have to like know like which is which. So the whole fucking time you're just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, what is going on? How the fuck are you supposed to know? And like, you can look this shit up ad infinitum, like forever basically. You can look this shit up for hours, for days, for weeks, for months, for years, and be just confused as a motherfucker. Like, the more you look this shit up, it's like this shit works on a bunch of secret rules that nobody knows. And you can like try to look this shit up, and like you can find the rules, you can find all the rules, but then still it's like they're just telling you like, oh, you did this wrong, you didn't follow the rules somehow. You're like, I looked up all the damn rules. What the fuck what did I do wrong? I mean, it just drives you batshit fucking mental insane. Like, I fucking hate court so much. It's supposed to be fair. Your rights are supposed to be protected. It's like, in a way, they sort of maybe are, but then it's just like they're not at all. And for real, it's like if the prosecutor, it's like the prosecutor is like a better prosecutor, like if he's like really bad at his job. Because the way that this stuff works, like whatever you don't call him out on, then like he just like gets away with it. So if he's like terrible at his job, but you're not, like, you have to be like a super fucking expert to like call this person out, or else fucking you get taken advantage of. So it's like you have to know every single rule. You basically have to be like an AI robot to have any fucking rights. Otherwise, you're like, it's assumed that all of your rights are waived. And then basically you just don't have them. If you don't have a lot of money to pay a lawyer, and you don't have all of the knowledge of the universe of how this court works and everything, and you don't fucking do everything like in the moment when it needs to happen at the exact right moment, you don't say the right exact thing, and there's like millions of different things that like people could say at any time, and you have to respond like exactly perfectly in the right moment, or else your rights were waived. So you just basically don't have them. But dude, for real, it's like, how the fuck does anybody have rights? Because like they just like didn't get like falsely accused of something at some point. You know, people go through life just like everybody has like a different experience. Like some people have like extremely fortunate lives, and other people like me have just been trained that I always lose. This is basically like my upbringing. I have been trained that I always lose. You know, you think back to like your kindergarten days and little things like that. Like, anytime you ever had like a little fight with somebody, like what happened? Or like somebody tattletaled, or like there was a little fight, like what happened? Well, for me, no matter what happened, I always lost. I was like, no matter what like anybody else did, you know, like somebody could start a fight with you, and you could be like, they started it. And then the person is just saying to you, like, oh, well, I didn't see the other person. I only saw you. You know, because maybe like the little fight you had before then, somebody was like, oh, you started a fight with this person, so you can't start a fight with this person. You can't do that. Okay. Well, now the next time it's like, okay, this person started a fight with me. All right, I'm defending myself. Okay, well, this person started the fight. Well, we didn't see them start the fight. Bro, I've been fucking like literally how the fuck is this even possible? Every single fucking thing that's ever happened to me in my life, I've lost. Like I've been taught that I like it's like life is like a game, but it's like some people aren't allowed to play the game. Some people just automatically lose all the time, and other people, they just automatically win. Like these prosecutors must have been like raised every single day of their life that they just get to win all the time. No matter what happens, you always win. And some people like me, I mean, look at my shithole right here. Do you see my shithole right here? Do you see all this fucking bullshit? You know, like my psychology, like who the fuck I am, the way I act all the time, like I'm a fucking loser. Because I've been taught that I don't get to win anything my entire life. Like, you don't even get to play. People are basically like, here's the game. We're gonna play a game. You don't get to play, you lose, we win. That's how the game works. That's my fucking life. That's how my life works. I never get to win. I never fucking win. I don't even get to play. If I do get to play, people are just like, oh, thanks for showing up. You don't win. Because we win. This is my fucking life. Like, it's not fair. I've been taught life's not fair. Get used to it. I mean, it's depressing as fuck. And now I'm just finding out, like, well, you know what? Maybe this just is, like, the way the whole fucking world works. I just was watching, like, Housing Associations by John Oliver, and, like, apparently they're just charging people with fucking crimes of, like, having unapproved lawn ornaments or something, and then stealing people's houses, and just, like, and then they buy, like, they like say you did an infraction or something, and then they add up a bunch of fucking lawyer fees and stuff, and then they're saying you owe them like $12,000, and if you can't pay it, then they just steal your house, and then they like buy it for like $3. And this is how like housing around this entire country, like, how does a country survive like that when you're just preying on all of your citizens? Like, we don't need enemies, dude. We don't need wars. We're not a country. This is not a fucking country. Like, people don't have rights. You're preying on your citizens. You know, it's like when every single like old person just like walks up to a young person and accuses them of something, like they just like make these rules up in their head, and then they go enforce it, and it's like not even a fucking rule. And then you like, if the kid argues with you, you just like ruin their whole life. Like, what the fuck is the deal? Like, what is wrong with you people? Right? But then it's like, why are there so many like fucking fortunate people who just like don't give a shit about anything? I mean, the people who speed and tailgate on the highways. Seriously, I was like just watching a video where they're like, "Oh, police are cracking down on crimes on the highways," and like every single comment is like people are like, "Yay, the police are finally arresting people." And I'm just like, who the fuck? Every single comment is like this. And I'm like, who is writing these comments? Because I drive on these roads with you people. And every single one of you drives like an asshole. You drive illegally. Every single one of you drives like you're breaking every single traffic rule nonstop, 24/7, the entire time that you're on the highway. And like every single person is like clapping and cheering. Yay, they're finally arresting people for breaking laws in Illinois. I'm just like, dude, every single one of you breaks every single traffic rule every single moment that you're even on the damn road. I fucking drive on these highways every day. You all drive like shit. You drive like you're trying to crash into each other. What are you people talking about? Dude, the fucking lanes are merging and you're trying to pass me while the lanes are merging. We're gonna crash now because of you. I mean, that's just one of the stupidest things, but that shit fucking happens basically every time, like a fucking lane merges. Is somebody's trying to do that. That's like the dumbest shit you can fucking possibly imagine. I just saw somebody do it to somebody else today. It's like every single one of you is doing this stupid shit all the time. I could go on and on and on about this. I could list out every single fucking example because it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, if I actually had like a dash cam, like, dude, every single one of you would lose your fucking goddamn driver's license. I just don't get it. And then every single person in the comments is like, "Yay, police! Finally arresting people." Who the fuck are you people? The people who fucking use the left lane like it's the tailgater speeder lane? The privileged ones? What are you all, fucking off-duty cops? What the fuck is wrong? Like, you just don't arrest each other? You just don't give each other tickets? You don't take each other's license away? Because you're all fucking spoiled and privileged little kids who, like, never fucking was taught that you lose. You were taught that you always win, no matter what. No matter how bad you cheated. You cheated your whole life through everything. No matter how bad you cheated, you always get to win because you're a special little boy, right? Me, on the other hand, I was always taught that I fucking lose every fucking time. Even when I'm right. Even when I can prove that I'm right. Everybody's just like, no, we decide that you lose because we just decide that. We don't care what the facts are. We don't care what the truth is because we have the power to decide that we win and you lose. Dude, that's been my whole fucking life. That's been like every day of my life. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go fuck yourselves, America. How the fuck do you stop this shit?